The Cowboys are finally at full strength on offense. Lamb, Cooper, Gallup, Zach Martin, and Tyron Smith are all playing together for the first time since 2020. But Ezekiel Elliott is banged up. Can the Cowboys win this game through the air in a tough environment? I love this question from Parlay's very own Robbie, who was down in New Orleans at this game. So I would be concerned about a banged up Ezekiel Elliott if he was their entire running game. But Dallas is operating with the solid two-headed monster that is Zeke and Tony Pollard. So even with a healthy Zeke, I'm continuing to buy stock in Tony Pollard. Might be a nightmare for fantasy owners, but I love how they've utilized the two of them in that backfield together. The Cowboys just have so many different ways they can beat you. So with that healthy offensive line and one of the best guards in the game in Zach Martin, I don't think they'll necessarily have to get it done through the air to win. But I mean, come on, guys. You've still got Dak Prescott at the helm. The guy threw for 375 yards last week without his top two receivers. We're seeing a big game from Michael Gallup and Cedric Wilson. When you've got Dak, you have a lot better chance of just finding a way to get it done. I love their multifaceted offense, especially with the return of both CeeDee and Amari Cooper. They've also shown they can make some plays and put up some points on defense. So yes, it'll be a tough environment. The Saints' run defense will make it a lot more of a challenge, but I like the versatility they have available to them, even in a rockin' Superdome. Taysom Hill is starting at quarterback for the Saints for the first time this season, but without his starting left and right tackles, not to mention Alvin Kamara. How can Hill have success against a Cowboys defense that gave up more than 500 yards of offense a week ago? Yes, the old Swiss Army knife that is Taysom Hill. A lot of backup quarterbacks, or backup, who knows with the Saints, I wouldn't necessarily have a lot of faith in this scenario, but Taysom's got a bit of a one-man band thing going on. Saints are 5-6, they're in desperation mode, but that may be the perfect setting to see a big night from Taysom. We've seen him play absolutely reckless in short spurts, and that can be really effective if you're not looking for him to play that way as a starter for an entire season. So throwing him in as the starter in prime time when he just got paid against America's team nonetheless, I can't imagine he's going to be playing a super conservative game tonight. Obviously, the Saints are missing a ton of key pieces tonight, including Alvin Kamara, but when injuries start to pile up for a team, I put a lot more faith in systems, and Sean Payton as a coach, I trust more than so many others to extract points from this offense. Taysom Hill could be a man on a mission tonight, and feel free to roast me. I actually picked him up in 2 of my fantasy leagues this week, and I'm starting him. Bit nervous. But other side of the ball, the Cowboys defense, they can make some big plays, but a lot of them fall into the high risk, high reward category, especially in that secondary. So if Taysom under the bright lights is able to capitalize on that, that's how they're putting up the points. The Cowboys have jumped to 6-point favorites on the road, but haven't covered in 2 consecutive weeks after starting the year hot against the spread. Despite the injuries for the Saints, is this too many points in the Superdome? Well, with the Cowboys coming in a lot healthier, I'm not worried about that offense. They'll put up points. If the Saints get it done or keep it close, aside from the play of Taysom Hill, I think it's going to come down to how their secondary holds up. Yes, they came in with 2 picks against Josh Allen last week, but they also allowed him to throw 4 touchdown passes. I love the Saints' run defense. They may be able to force the Cowboys to have to be a bit more creative and air it out more than they would like. It'll come down to that secondary and what the Saints can put up on offense. It was rough last week, but granted, that was with Trevor Siemian. Also, words I thought I'd never say. I feel a lot better about Taysom getting the start. Wow, what year is this? I just worry they're missing too many pieces, especially with Kamara out. Keep in mind, heading into tonight's game, though, the Cowboys are out a number of coaches in COVID protocol, including head coach Mike McCarthy. I think if this season in the NFL has taught us anything, it's that anything wild can happen on any given night. So regardless, I think this should be a good one.